Time to go. Time to go.
Oh, it's Navia! She's over there! Hey, Navia! Are you okay?
You're here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson, so we came as quickly as we could!
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly rose. It caused quite the disturbance, in fact.
Demoiselle! There was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
He's wounded? How badly?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof. Once the water receded and he saw the ground, he became terrified and eventually...
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1, and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor. He should know where to go.
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
All right, you'll be in charge. I'm sorry. Where were we?
The situation in Poisson?
Ah, right. Allow me to explain. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded on an aquabus. But before we knew it, water started pouring out from everywhere. The rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial seawater. Some people didn't realize the danger and thought it was just ordinary water, leaking from somewhere. Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared. They were all dissolved. Those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured in the stampede, and some people fell from significant heights. The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been a lot of casualties. Fortunately, the water began to recede after some time, and the chaos came to an end. The water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still hazardous. To ensure everyone's safety, I've asked the people there to leave as soon as possible. No one knows if this could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the residents. We still haven't completed the head count, but we'll have some numbers soon.
How awful. And all of this just came out of nowhere.
It was quite frightening indeed. I only wish that everything that just happened was a bad dream.
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You don't know how much it means to me. I really can't express how grateful I am.
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Demoiselle! We've got a situation here!
I'll be right there. Sorry, I need to go for now.
And off she goes! Seems it might be a while before she can take a break.
Okay, the wounded are being tended to, and we finished a preliminary head count. More support has just arrived, so I suppose I finally have a moment to focus on my own matters. Of course, we should remain ready for anything, and continue doing our best to rescue others. I'll be sure to have everyone at the Spina di Rosula ready to render assistance. Traveler, Paimon, would you two accompany me to my father's grave for a moment?
Huh? Right now?
Thank you.
Sha!
Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson, Paimon doesn't think there'd be a ton of people here visiting graves.
Right. That's how things are now. The living are so exhausted that they've no strength to spare any words for the dead.
Navia? Navia, what's wrong?
Sorry. I just... Malus and Silver... They won't ever come back here again. What should I do, Papa?
Huh? What happened to them?
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but they were helping, and I've known that I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver,
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect...
I can understand.
See, it's not just me.
How could Master... Yet the
Buying yourself a plot.
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, demoiselle.
Hey, stop.
I'm quite serious.
That makes sense.
After all, besides you, demoiselle, the two of us...
Personally,
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. All right. I'll remember your but I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit you two somewhere else. I'd promised to let them rest in... I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like...
Paimon doesn't know how...
I had always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, that never solely relied on me. Many things can only be accomplished with someone else's help. Malus and Silver have helped me so much. But by contrast, I could do nothing for them. I'm so sorry.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with you.
By the way, you can have a look at this. It's a list of victims from the incident that took place.
Oh, Benna. So...
It's okay. The overall outcome indicates that the cost...
Right. Malus and...
You're right. What you said just now...
Oh.
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met. Yes, my people are... As for the supply...
Thank you.
Wait.
We just met recently.
Thanks to the knave,
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing. That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper.
I apologize for all the ways in which my subordinates have reported that
This is nothing to brag, as I've told this lending your
Without your help,
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver. I only wish that my people could have arrived a little early.
Don't say that. As Paimon said, Malus... I've never liked...
You're right. I'm sorry. Water is life.
So, you're one who will...
Of course. That... By the way, Traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
All right.
That is a... Traveler, you and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Indeed. Allow me, during some recent judging by the date, my people initially...
So, that's why the
I wanted to take the children along, but Linny told me, which is why I want to give you this task. The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as such. I'm sure you already understand.
Oh!
The intel I just shared...
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right?
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
You wish to join?
But are you sure you're up to
Well, there's no point. Besides...
Since you put it that way, I have... All right.
Okay, the three...
Illusion shattered! Off we go!
Out of the frying pan, it's...
Shine down! Ha! Ha!
So, are these...
They seemed...
Let's go and...
Just be careful.
Illusion shattered! Let's light it up! Shine down!
Time to go. As one with wind and cloud.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Inazuma shines eternal!
Floor here isn't safe!
Off we go!
This place has also been contaminated.
Yeah. And a lot of it, too. A Fontanian would most likely dissolve the moment...
Right! You can't go down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous and it won't be any help for... Don't get Paimon wrong. We're not saying you're useless. It's just that...
No, you're right. That complicates things.
In that case,
I'll go together with you. Perhaps we'll find the exit.
all right. Oh no, it's a dead end! Let's try climbing over from the side.
with this bridge?
Demoiselle, what are you...
Maybe you should...
Yes, it...
That's quite possible.
Oh. This...
Is something the matter, Demoiselle?
Oh, no. I was just trying...
Do you remember...
We were headed to...
Right.
Oh, Miss Navia. Mr. Malus. And Mr. Silver, too. It's good.
How have you...
I've been great. They were knocking at my...
Sometimes...
Oh, yes. Miss Navia, these are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. I don't know what we...
Did you...
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, Demoiselle.
Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the decorative plants.
Very well.
Wait. Excuse me, madam.
That's right.
No, it's not... I've heard this name before. And why are there so few people around here?
We must mind the time,
We do?
Well, now...
Miss Navia, here you are. I've been looking for you.
My trial? Wait.
Yes, she's right, Demoiselle. It's...
Oh?
Look, it's Navia! She's...
And her two attendants are with her. Goodness, everyone's finally here.
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem... Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen. And as for the judge...
Please sit in the defense.
All right, but...
Typically, it wouldn't...
Hey, what kind of place do they think this is?
Come on, do they have any...
Enough with the whisper!
My dear Miss Na, as all here know, you are Master... After you took not only you... Yes, we are one, therefore this...
Huh?
Well, if...
How wonderful, Miss Navia!
I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
I seem to...
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
Malus?
What was that, Mr. Malus? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. She's guilty!
Stay here, Navia! You're one of us!
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep...
I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady. Mr. Schroff...
She was born a free...
Her actions... Please do not mis...
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontanians here. This, even if Miss... Everything... Now I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay. We and Navia are one.
And you would call this justice? Have you forgotten how much you all want...
Do you mean to...
Your justice is flawed.
As you said, we can also have our own justice. Silver and I shall defend Demoiselle. And that is how we will enforce justice.
Ugh, my head... It hurts.
Demoiselle!
Silver, it hurts. My head is spinning. All I can see is stars swirling. I remember now. Everything that seemed off. Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
Don't be afraid.
Absurd! Who are you to say that? Don't let them escape!
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just. Navia belongs to us. After all that happened, she should not be left alone in Poisson.
What are you saying?
No more excuses!
He says we're jealous. Jealous? How could she possibly?
What's with these people?
Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us!
Miss... Silence!
That's... Monsieur Neuvillette!
Such commotion is... The court will...
Our thanks.
Please leave with me.
But...
Go on now, demoiselle. This is your only chance to leave this...
Malus.
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that this shall be our last goodbye.
Malus... Silver...
Quickly, you must come now.
Goodbye, demoiselle.
Farewell.
No, wait! Just a second!
Navia?
You're awake. Good.
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still alive.
It looks like you're...
Did all the sad feelings...
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in. When you were just about to... I think I saw 2 Oceanids protecting you. It was only were it not for their intervention, I would not have been able to rescue you before your consciousness dissipated.
Wait! Did you say Ocean?
Perhaps those 2...
I always...
Please come with me.
Neuvillette, are you okay?
Oh, I am quite all...
Why do you look so... Oh, Paimon knows.
I merely thought that we...
Huh?
Sigewinne.
No way, don't worry.
I see.
Oh, and the Duke...
Thank you. I have indeed...
He still doesn't know what... So, Neuvillette...
Yes, in fact. I had arranged to meet you in Poisson, but when amid my astonishment...
Yeah!
I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting like that. I'm feeling much better now. I guess we should get going again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
All right! Another one joins the party! Let's get going then!
Let's light it up! Yeah! Clouds high. The birds call!
Illusion shattered!
Oh no! Another unstable path! Watch your step!
The mortal plane. A fleeting dream.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Absurd! Now you shall perish!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Wind strike! Clouds high, the birds call!
Nada kundala.
Looks like we've reached the end.
This is the place? There should not be any other hidden spaces in the vicinity.
The path sure had some twists and turns, but it turns out that this place isn't actually that big.
Stone slates? It seems like...
Perhaps we should just leave them be.
There are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates. The slate...
The surrounding walls.
There's something written below. Let Paimon see.
It feels like someone left these slates.
That would fit the circumstance.
There's a person...
And is that...
And is...
The 4th image.
The people will all be dissolved. More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover.
Don't blame yourself, Miss.
Ooh, Paimon's getting the chills just look. This says that it's the history.
I really.
Still.
That's right! If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the fourth, the waters drowning Fontaine, come before?
And yet the order is reversed here.
If we go by time...
Egeria, then. The previous Archon kneeling before the
Did she herself commit that sin? Also, I'm still...
But who would...
It seems that any further clues will have to come.
In that case, there's no...
Yeah, we better get somewhere safe for now.
Let's split up here.
You still...
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard work today. Traveler, I will go talk to... I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my office.
Are you really gonna...
She has long...
Alright.
I will be careful.
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house at the flip... Alright.
Welcome back.
Yay! And there's good food! Hyman's already started.
Oh, that voice. Is that...
Huh?
It's... Seriously?
Still,
Well, I have... Why did you think... Well, I used to have my own. There was nothing for... Nope. Although it is used...
Wow!
I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well. Astromancer.
Whoa!
My name means...
Thrice as great?
I know, right?
Talk about it.
Magistus is thus the calling card of our school, so...
That sounds terrible! But anyway, you're not...
Well, I was born in...
Oh, that's a good thing.
There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean. That was the main reason, yes. Just a while, the invitation was sent quite early.
What do you make of that,
What I can tell, I'm afraid that... But on the flip side...
A visionary?
Of course. The old hag could do it, and...
Thanks, Mona!
Oh, well...
That's the greatest...
Indeed.
Oh, sorry. I came to see what all the commotion was about. If there's anything you need...
Oh, whoops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business now. If I receive any news, I'll be sure to come find you two again.
And there she goes, quick as rushing water. And here we are with... Right, but we were able to recruit Good morning. To be honest, Paimon's still feeling kind of sleepy. But it's time to get up, Trap.
You're here!
Is
Monsieur Durvalette and Lady Farine.
Like I said, I've already explained everything.
And yet the problem has not been properly solved. There is little space for excuses between us. It is not my intention to look at this.
You mean...
We did not arrive in time to avert this. I will say this once more. Yesterday, I found 3 stone slates in some...
Seriously? You're questioning me like this is a court case now. I don't... but... you...
That's correct. The second of these slates depicts...
I don't.
I'll ask you again. My deciphering...
All gods don't have the same secrets, you know. I understand your concerns, but...
Forgive me for saying this now, lady. There are several indications. This is not strange in... You have never been...
Well, since you know about... There's no point questioning or suspecting me. You're the Eudix, but you're still my subordinate. You should be following... Just trust in me. That's all I have to say. We do not discuss this matter
Did Farina not notice us standing by?
I assume you've been out...
Oh!
She was in a great panic, though I cannot discern the reason. Our discussion reached... Still, I do not understand. Everyone in her... We may have to create...
Oh?
Normally, people will own...
But...
We will need to consider... if at all possible. This may be cruel to her, but... But who will...
Well, that's it. Speaking of which, it was pretty smart of you to think of hiding here.
Poisson was just involved in a disaster.
And here you are drinking tea.
That's what family
It's nice to enjoy tea here, you know? Care for a cup?
Lend me your ears, everyone. Or perhaps one of you might like to start us off. How about you, friend?
Me?
Then, how about you, good sir?
I fear that I will cause the mood on this boat to become as...
Well then, I guess we're lucky we've got a local like me to organize things.
That was a little long-winded.
Oh, you might be right. Anyway, to cut to the chase, as for what that is, well, let's start by saying that we'll be pooling our efforts together to create a series of traps.
Oh, how intriguing.
Well...
Huh?
Oh, come now. Your work doesn't involve much public speaking, right? This is a good chance.
I see.
He is glad that you...
In that case, do any of you have experience hunting?
Not that I recall.
Fremine and I once used a wooden stick in a basket to catch wild rabbits when we were...
I'm afraid not. You may or may... Though that was their name. Today, a trap So...
For me, I would prefer our line of work.
You use some of those techniques...
Yes, and
I'm afraid I can't claim that as my...
Come and...
and I can be their
with discretion.
I remember that you.
I did.
What about you, Monsieur Neville?
I fear.
That makes sense. But I do have one more question. If we were to create a trap. If we wanted to kill the prey in one strike, we would need a powerful implement. However, that also goes for prey that must be captured and safely contained.
Wait, why's that?
Only a hunter who's a true expert at subduing.
If our means of capturing and dealing with our prey is to put them on trial, but we shall require much more courage.
Oh, so...
It's been a tough few days. Paimon thought they'd be at least a little frightened. Well, Fremine was, now that Paimon thinks about... it's hard to say. After all, you're the most reliable did you just pour some... Then what's that? Paimon's never seen...
Don't be frightened. What a strange... And yet even you feel confused. Precisely. Call me... the prophecy.
What?
People call such things fate, and it is written in the star. Just as are the things...
What is she talking?
I believe that you understand, right? Ultimately,
The voice. Hey, it's you!
Well, I see I've walked in on some lively banter.
Luna!
Fine. Not all... Why, yes, I'm in full...
That's right!
Yes. About what... Huh? Goodness gracious. Are you...
She said that you...
The Hexen Circle members are certainly anything but ordinary, but I've never...
Whoa.
Their abilities are...
Well, it's not like...
Yes, she was... Perhaps it is... Traveler?
Oh, we're...
I see. I guess you could consider me someone who has often but even so, perhaps that's what En was trying to tell you. I did originally think...
You do have a point.
There I go. It was worth trying to come, I suppose.
Paimon feels kind of moved by what Mona said. Hey, Traveler. Let's walk around the city, shall we? There's a few spots we always like to walk by. after my recent attempt thus did. So while the journalist Charlotte... Charlotte, she hasn't been able to get a hold of anything. Ugh, seriously? Hey, quick! Look! That's the limited edition, only 16 slices! It was so delicious the last time!
1 slice of cake, please.
Someone showed up after all! Oh, wait, you're the one from the Palais Mermonia.
Oh, are you here to buy cake too?
Wait,
That's right. Even...
Do you come here often?
Usually every day.
Every day?
It's part of my daily schedule.
Then what if someone told...
But why would it...
Well...
Oh, the No. It... Dad, excuse me, could I have... These 2 slices are for you.
Oh, you know Siege?
I sure do. She said that human... I've got something else to do, so up...
And there she goes! Alright, let's dig in. It's more delicious than what? Sure would be nice if we could always eat Oh! We're near the Seabird office! Let's go look for Charlotte and have a chat.
Wow! If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon!
Ha! You've got some nerve!
Oh, you needn't. It's all right, though.
Really? Oh, Paimon...
Still, what
A friend of hers?
Ah, so she mentioned...
She said that you're...
No.
Huh?
Oh, of course it doesn't. That was more...
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh.
Oh, so that's a yes? Ooh, splendid! I'll tell the... Ooh, so...
Wait, Charlotte. Paimon's still got a question for you.
And what's that? That's the problem. If you're serious... From what I've seen, so in all likelihood, I'd probably still be prepping it. Just think about it. If this nation really were... And then do you know what I'd do? Well, I'd write that story, send it for... I'm not a dreamer. But anyway...
That's so nice. Anyway, let's go and take a look at the sea, shall we? Paimon's been thinking. If it wasn't fun... No. We've always been moving to the next... You mean... Still trapped? Huh. Feels like you'll grow mold if you stay here long enough. But it's still better than the Fortress of Mirapede, that's for sure. It's not only damp there, but salty too.
Ah, so the two of you are still here. Wonderful.
Oh, you're from the Palais Mermonia, aren't you?
Yes, I'm Isadora. Monsieur... Not at all. Yes.
A riot?
Well, that Lady Farine loudly and before the crowd continued.
So people have...
I agree. People will naturally rely on gods.
So what happened?
Seeing that the Marechaussee Phantom had their hands full maintaining...
So...
That's right. That said, I don't think there's good.
Don't worry.
Is that...
Well, sounds like we should hurry over to Poisson then. If we know and as when Nervalet was, it would be Paimon thinks for... Huh. Well, what do you think? In that case, there's no... That's Farina, right over...
What was meant... I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, but what can I even do? Who's that?
Don't worry, Farina.
They even... Oh, and I'm sure Nouvellette...
Hey, there she is! The Hydro Archon's over there! Quick, after her!
Farina, those people seem to be after you.
They are... They're just...
Farina just ran off! Quick, we have to catch up with... This should be the place, right? Hey, Farina! There's a good hiding...
What? What?
Hurry, they're...
Fine. I suppose haste is... I mean...
Yep.
What's happening?
Yeah, a quake of this kind preceded the flooding in Poisson, didn't it?
It can't be.
Well, there's no need...
Yeah, but the people... It's true. I've tried, but oh my, we cannot make an enemy of the divine. Give up, indeed. Fate. But just now, it all became clear. As long as... Don't worry. Well, that's enough for now. I got the end. Don't take... Come on! Cher, that's impossible. A witness. And if to...
Ladies and gentlemen, now with a...
Do not forget, however, that
May I interpret these words? As your in that case, you will have the opportunity to defend your honor through a duel.
You would draw your blade. I see. It seems like you have made up your mind.
Paimon can't believe it. She...
What the heck is...
Wow.
Lady Farina.
It would seem that there has been a
Looking for
I raised my hands just now. I'm sorry. You are... But now, I, Farina, will use this trial to show the this time. Applaud and read. Mark my words. This shall be one of the most exhilarating and brilliant shows ever to grace the stage of Fontaine. Woohoo!
Oh no. Why does it feel like Farina just took over the whole... Also, even though she's still acting super dramatic...
All right, then. Who will be...
The court asks the prosecutor to please take the stand.
Is that so? Also, please, just how much...
Well, we did do a lot of prep after the meeting that day.
I can go over the top.
Navia!
Most of the people who participated in the disturbance this morning were my subordinates. They changed into the people's resentment. Moreover, according to... So,
And their goal was...
That's right.
As the super ultimate version of the setup the volume of the box was increased by a whole order of magnitude, and the distance it traversed was the entire gap between Poisson and Aranias. Its cargo, of course, was an arc. My thanks, Farina. Of course, this performance, we had to select...
So, in other words...
That's right. It wasn't a sign of another disaster to...
Then, you gathered a crowd, prepared a stage, all so that...
Yes, that is...
Well, Clorand, as for you, you'd make sure that I didn't notice anything amiss before revealing yourself as my prosecutor once...
Oh?
It's fine. The stage is already set, so there's no reason to disappoint the audience. Let's see this trial through.
Sir Prosecutor, please allow me to pass this along. This is a
Huh? Charlotte wanted to give us something? Oh, so she's here too! Oh, let Paimon see. So in other words, we can refer to this... Let's quickly confirm the information in it. Just think of it as a refresher, alright?
You defeated the Hydro Archon. I didn't think that this is the first time of the words of someone as extraordinary...
The prosecution and the defense are both in position. The trial shall now begin.
Oh, come on, Nervylette. There's no need to repeat all the unimportant legalese. Just fast forward to the part where the prosecution lays out my offenses. As the defendant, of course, it is only natural.
That's true. But my charge here is unrelated to your conduct. Instead...
Wait, what was that? Lady Farina's a fraud?
Hey...
Charge accepted. Lady Farina. Lady Farina.
I plead not. There is no way that I, Focalor, otherwise known as Farina de Fontaine, a member of the Seven and the Regina of all waters, kindreds, peoples, and laws of Fontaine, could be anything other than your
Yeah.
I have cause to believe that common sense will prevail in this case. Many of the members of the audience have known me as the Hydro Archon ever since they were See? Even the Oratries has, if you wished.
An argument?
Well, and if I...
First of all, you...
Who gave you that?
A curse. But in light of this...
Never had sensed it too, huh?
Lady Farina... Well...
Well, don't. Besides, for centuries, one need only to turn their eyes to...
That doesn't... You tried to...
Didn't I make myself clear at the time?
Lady Farina, I believe a reminder of your current... While the court is... You will prove your... That was no...
So, you neither knew why Child was declared instead of having...
The real Hydro Archon. Well, it is true that I did not know why, but the Oratries hand... You can't...
She's still throwing out all kinds of
If that poses a
Aren't you the Hydro Archon? Or...
Indemnitium! Yes! It's all because of Indemnitium! All Archons derive their power from the Thus did...
Isn't that...
Yeah, no...
It seems like nobody's buying Farina's
Hey, come now, everyone! I'm still pleased.
If what the prosecutor...
Did she deceive... Enough! That's enough. Tell me then, if I'm not the real Hydro Archon, then who is? If you have no evidence of another Hydro Archon's existence, nor can you find anyone who can back up their claim to be such, then what grounds have you to say that I'm not actually the real deal?
Wow, she came up with yet another argument. How can we refute her now? Seems like she really doesn't want to give up. That doesn't sound right. Paimon doesn't think this clue can be used as compelling evidence to build our case. It has been
Since you insist on claiming to be a god and not a human, then there's a method that you can use right...
Miss Navia.
Super sorry, Monsieur Chief Justice. Now, I've brought some seawater from Poisson. So, if we are to but if you don't dare to touch it, then we would have basically proved the reverse. Oh, and I must remind... I do hope you'll act prudently, and
Navia from the... If Lady Farina...
Lady Farina.
Well, of course, yeah.
She's just...
What's going...
Due to the inherent...
Hey! I'm fine! Look at me, everyone! My hand is... Will you believe...
Miss Siegewing?
Siege? Don't be That should be enough.
Please announce the...
As everyone doubtlessly saw, Miss Farina, she was...
Thank you, Miss Siegewing. Lady Farina...
Oh, wait. What did she just say?
Well, considering your however, after extensive discussion, we exchanged it. We don't want...
Yeah, so it's a great...
Listen to me, everyone. Please think about it. Also... Please, everyone, anyone, just listen to me. I swear, I really am your Archon.
I don't think any—
With all the things that have been said, Paimon doesn't—
I believe the time for arguments and present. If there are no objections, we will move on to the final judgment.
I don't think anything she says at this point will sway me to just be stacked against her now.
In my capacity as Chief Justice, I shall now render judgment on Farina's misrepresentation of herself as the Archon of Fontaine. As a human who knowingly deceived her fellow citizens, Farina is guilty. We shall now turn to the According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse...
Well, what's wrong?
No,
Isn't that correct?
However, to be punished...
That's actually one of—
The one and only time.
Farina's been sick.
This outcome isn't... Is this?
Yeah! Even Vache was—
Indeed. Not only... But now...
Excuse me, if I may interrupt. Is the trial still going?
Fremine! You finally made it.
Is that—
I looked but has the trial already—
Thank you for your hard work, Mr. Fremine. Please allow... Traveler, I believe that you have already seen the other existing slate.
Huh? So what do you see?
I believe I've...
Huh? So when—
In truth, however, I'm uncertain...
Okay. The first stone slate describes what you just said. Does that mean that the second stone slate shows This must be the point when the third slate shows... Well, the fourth slate is... We didn't believe that... That doesn't sound quite... That doesn't sound...
The prophecy from the...
That doesn't sound... That doesn't sound quite...
It's not as simple. Perhaps what it... And the... We know from...
They'll dissolve into the primordial sea, but won't... The Hydro Archon was... Navia fell into the water. The eruption of the primordial... The stone slate's Huh? Oh, Paimon gets it now, but...
Let's hear them.
Incredible.
All Fontaine, the
Indeed.
Yeah, and it follows from the content of the first that could also...
The Hydro Archon...
And yet, after many hundreds of years...
Yeah, so wouldn't it be trying to show the... In the end, did Paimon get all that right?
You've made some keen deductions. I must... However, while you were able to decode all the... When we were at the ruin, now that the slate collection is complete... I believe I should share this truth not only with you. Your hypothesis, in the Fontaine of Old, the previous Hydro Archon sensed the yearning of her Oceanid familiars for life on land. The Oceanids were enamored with the beauty and romanticism of human beings, and wishing to have those experiences for themselves, expressed to the Hydro Archon their desire. However, not one to give in. She eventually found a way to create permanent humanoid bodies for her. She poured but if on... Of course, the Hydro Archon never received permission from the heavenly principles to create a new human race. And thus, the Hydro Archon and all of her creations came to shoulder the original sin of appropriating the power of the primordial sea. That is the...
That's way too much information for me. I think... Wait, but if that's the...
Alas, your hypothesis regarding the a key point... They have not... The nation of Fontaine is the nation of Hydro. You may also... Therefore, that the people of Fontaine shall... Yes.
I think I'm following. In truth...
What should we do? If that's the case...
Traveler, I would like to point out another small about the fourth... However, as for the root cause of the catastrophe... This eruption was just a small warning.
That doesn't sound quite...
It was both...
If we're talking about it...
The truth, the...
That was way too close! How did that thing just burst into the Opera House? Wait, was that the huge whale?
So we've met it at last. I understand that whale it has been greeted, and once it...
You said that when the Hydro Archon first created Fontainians...
Precisely. That whale, therefore, when it left the primordial sea, it...
we just...
That is correct. From the way he looked, he must have been...
That battle maniac. We've all... Anyway.
It is too late. It had already... Even if the...
We've already done... We've come...
Indeed.
I'll fight it to the end.
So the prophecy will be fulfilled no matter what, huh?
The prophecy. Just as prophecies ultimately
What's happening with the aura trees?
I believe it is preparing to carry out the death sentence.
Farina! No, I still need answers.
You.
Sorry. That shocked.
You are not
The sweet.
Fossil.
Oh, that wasn't my goal, of course. The heavenly.
Deceiving.
It's all because of that pernicious prophecy. Dreadful, wasn't it? Everyone doomed to dissolve. One was not amused. In fact, she knew full well. And as one of the seven, she also knew full well that one defies the heavenly principles at. So yes, as you have no doubt surmised, it was a rather impossible situation. I spent a terribly long time mulling it over, alone on the ocean floor. And I was almost growing barnacles by the time I finally realized there was only one possible solution to this confounding conundrum. I had to. I'm a genius, I know. Although, looking back now, it was hardly. But one can only play the hand one is dealt. I did not choose this, any more than
So you were also once one.
Yes, I was. I always dreamed of becoming human. And I still do, even now. In my eyes, after becoming a god, I separated my divinity from my body and spirit, leaving behind only a self that was as naive as the me. She could feel joy, sorrow, and her strengths were. But in my eyes, Farina's humanity was what made her perfect. She was perfectly human in every way. Anyway, all part of the Do you still remember the final scene of in order that under the curse I placed on her, so long as I, Focalor's divinity, continued to exist, she could not die. But nor was she free to live her life in the pursuit of happiness. Instead, I suppose now you probably understand.
But Farina is, even though she is,
It has indeed. It's been and all along, she's been playing her part in the most unimaginably long, unbearably lonely. Oh? Who permitted you to come onto this stage? All right. It is not my intent to reprimand you. There is no need to I am... Dear audience, the performance is experiencing a technical difficulty, but worry not. The guards shall resolve it soon enough.
Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion!
Hey, what gives? The audience is still watching me, you know. Guards? Wait, where are the guards? Guards! Everybody stand back!
Now you shall perish!
Farina. Huh? Who's that? Who's calling me? Be not nervous. Be not afraid. Wait a moment. You're near me? How can this be? Mirror me.
The prophecy.
What prophecy? The people...
Oh.
What? But...
I will tell you.
But if there were scale...
I suppose that... Don't worry.
Play as...
That's right. If you can...
But...
Don't worry. Being a human, remember...
So...
To a but...
A trial. What should I say? I'm sure you've all heard. In truth, as the god Focalor. Once again, this... I thought I...
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would have thought that a being that surpasses humanity...
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestions.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest. What's the difference
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might...
Wait, what's right? Calm down, Farina. Assertive. Now, I was wondering if you may Now then!
So that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were inside an opera house?
Her personality. It's quite shocking, to be honest, but I suppose it's a better look than before.
Such a fascinating and bold deity. How wonderful! Our future may yet be bright after all.
It seems I've turned them around. My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you, keep we have heard it said that this nation, the scale, may law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be our... There is, so long as...
Lady Farina.
Besides,
That's true,
no need for fright. And do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now. To...
Lady Farina,
No need. All right.
He is...
Lady Farina.
I see. It's as I thought then. All manner. Really?
I'm...
The day is finally over, but it's good. Maybe this is...
Lady Farina, here are the new...
They'll...
Lady Farina.
Indeed.
Lady Farina, we're detecting...
Understood. I feel...
Lady Farina, it's... I've heard that the first member... Are you crying?
This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the god whose dominion is the waters, can I? So hundreds of I never have I want to all I can do is keep heart.
Farina, although I don't...
Share. That's impossible.
But even if you're burdened, just share it with
A witness. And if to that... He's right. But if things... No, Farina. You should... But what... Farina, is it such an... If you think about it long and hard... No. All you need to do, dear spectator, is to witness
Fine.
So even Farina doesn't know the truth?
Yes, she did very well. If she had let... It seems that trusting
I believe that How would you be...
Ah, good. Of course, the Eudex of Fontaine has pinpointed the crux of the issue. I'm sure you...
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Lenny did mention that he heard a... It now seems that that person was you.
And then I became one with the Oratories, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. It seems, alas, you're under... In truth, it is...
I beg your pardon?
Oh, you have... My work, but really, the vast majority has been... Had to be...
It was all...
Indeed. This power accrued over 5 centuries, but...
So the Oratrices... The destruction of that divine throne...
Returning what's right. In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Archon to... Oh, what? The authority...
All you've done...
I've never quite... Hydro Dragon. I must say, had it been within my rights, Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea. I, for my part, speaking of justice, I have always believed that justice lies in the... So, if the theft of the primordial sea's might was Fontaine's original, then, leaving matters... In other words, defying the... At this point, Eudex nervous...
So when I was invited... At last, in the beginning... I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries of living alone, you are things being as they are. Surely you know that I could never declare them to be guilty.
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common. Farewell, Nervalette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Iudex Novelet, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
What just happened?
Was that bright?
It's time to end. I have gained that we should seize the opportunity to traveler. Now that the the root of the cup, come with me, traveler.
Thanks for helping with the clean. It was just supposed. Well, actually, I had a feel.
That power.
It's just that
I simply did not have any. So you may speak to me as equals. I have to. That kind of. All in all. The point.
Well, so what sort of.
Oh, his name is Sir Tologi.
I am.
Huh. So Master isn't sufficiently famous.
The foul?
Still nothing?
Ooh, that one!
Oh, so you do know that name. But I suppose you
Wait!
Actually, know that they all devour such royally as such. In other words.
What?
Not to worry.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Hey! Help! Over here!
All hands, initiate emergency rescue!
Hurry! Hey, lend a hand!
Look! The water's receding!
It's a miracle!
Water's receding.
We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong. The prophecy was wrong.
Are you right?
We're saved. The prophecy was wrong.
Inactivity.
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The value for these big scoops. Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created Hyman's cube. And that's exactly... Oh, this time...
Oh, it's...
Hey, Bridget!
I'm here to update...
let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garunt Snejovic. Our residents are...
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of... But if you don't...
I get where you're coming from.
That would be fine.
Oh, you're back too. How are things?
We finished laying down...
Huh?
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole...
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson.
Oh, wait just a moment. Do you mind me asking
Forget it.
I see you're the...
Well, if we're talking about doing things for mice...
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let him off that easy. All right, then
How did it go? Was it a good...
Not bad. Your addition really helped the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots. All right, that should do it. I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
You're very quick.
Speed is also not to...
Wow.
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview.
Whoa, you're well...
That's a...
In truth, I told him that...
You're right.
Stay safe now, and...
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a realness...
Looks like you've been missing us.
Duke!
Of course.
It's an honor to...
No need to thank me.
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way.
Hey, no need to...
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't...
Sir, please don't...
But it looked...
No, I...
Now, I might not look it, but the boat that brought about... Still, if I'm...
I have to apologize, but that ship is present...
Really?
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or
Did you really have to use the word couple? Well, then, 2 solo photos...
Is my hair messed up?
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. Oh, seems like everyone's here. Would any of you like to try this new...
Siege...
Hey, Miss...
sure. Do I have to smile? So, how have things been at the front?
Same old is...
Other than that flying ship.
That's why I decided to let...
You're too kind, sir.
I see.
He sure did.
I'll tell them that there's...
Oh.
What change can there be? As to what Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave those to the...
Hey everyone, the photo shoot's done.
Good. In that case, let's call it a...
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go.
There'll be a next...
Maybe. Who knows? All right, last stop, the docks.
Shine down!
How long will it take if I set out
Navia mentioned that she stayed.
Traveler, Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte, too.
Would you like a magic pocket? What sort of gadget? It's a wonder. Trick a friend. You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine? To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your
Lynette sure is working hard to help Fremine socialize.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to...
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Para.
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
Oh, it'll work out.
Lynette, could you come over?
Got it.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got... Father says that you...
That's
Oh, after Lady...
a diplomatic...
Yes, it could have been done as an... Furthermore,
Well, that's...
I would agree. I suspect you'll have...
But
They say that he's returned to Snezhna.
that's true. When you think about it, we've had luck...
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
Father!
Well, well, what do you know? Come to the...
Are you going to take the note?
That is our duty. Don't be too... Switching my masks. Well, that depends on many things. As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things cannot be achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners. A vision.
And that's a wrap for me. Huh? You...
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Hello.
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians and our upcoming rookie talent.
I will.
The sea breeze is quite pleasant.
Farewell, Father.
Oh, she has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled interviews.
Don't be too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, Traveler, Paimon, you take one too.
To move things about?
That's right. I guess this must... All right, then.
Well, guess we sent Charlotte off. Shall we go see how Neverlette's doing? Of course. The entrance to the fortress! Ooh, he really is there! So, you really are here, Nervalette! Paimon didn't think you were going to have free time this hour of the...
Really? Oh, I suppose. In any case, you came at a good...
Aw, alright, let's have... Whoa. So that's what Focalor did... But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you...
For me, the Fontanians were but so long. In other words,
Focalor must have counted on you to... Yeah!
it seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I have investigated his case, but whether it be by... As for the judgment passed by... Whether it was due...
Guess Focalor had... hang on a second. Back when Fontanians...
Life has always flown.
Yeah! Lynette said the...
In truth, even those OC...
Paimon...
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
When we spoke, we guessed that there must...
No. So regarding this specific issue, I was just... In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
Well, we're going to head topside to see what...
What next?
I can finally catch. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons. But with something very I'm sure I've encountered something like this before.
I do not know what...
Of course, you should have the
Remains?
Huh.
Well, that much is true, but I fear I have never...
I've been training with... It is only natural, regardless. To live in itself is...
What do you mean by that?
No need to...
This third
Master, if you're interested, though.
Next time, you believe...
I do.
That's what she...
The remains of... So that's...
All the same, assume...
And she said...
If she speaks the... I guess that you might already be... That means that the...
No, comparing the Traveler to the dead, that's what you say, but...
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind...
Alright.
Yes.
But...
I suppose that would be the mystery. I suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if life flowed... And what...